Welcome to the banks of the Red Cedar, where there's a school that's known to all. Its specialty is winning. Boy, do they hope the Spartans play good ball. East Lansing ready for this showdown in homestanding Michigan State. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Michigan State Spartans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Spartans will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. So Rutgers' return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. And the Scarlet Knights want to move quickly. It has been a rocky ride through Big Ten play so far, and they're running out of time to turn it around.
Yeah, and sometimes the Big Ten will do that to you, right? It's a competitive conference. There's a lot of competitive environments that you have to step into, and they haven't been great this season, let's be honest. But, Jesse, I'm more interested to see how they finish off the last part of this season because you...
And the ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that right there is a huge reason why this team has a winning record coming into this game. Their defense takes the ball away. And here on the opening drive, you see the athleticism in the back end of the defense, picking it off and putting it in great field position for their own.
Short fields make successful offenses, just what they want here. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Feeling nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. A first down for the offense. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Sparty! What a catch and run for 6.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends have so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
to the big fella.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off? We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. Now on second down. Looking to pass. It's McDuffie. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there. Still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's going to take off. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. The Scarlet Knights will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold, offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. He's looking to pass. Trying to get to it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. What can they pull out of the playbook here on second and long from the 17? He's looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown Spartans. What a grab and go for the score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Back to pass, it's McDuffie. A shot toward the end zone. And he intercepts it. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Quarterback checking the play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Trying to make magic with his feet. Makes the grab at the 30. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the catch on the right side. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And that pass picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The Scarlet Knights are in the hurry-up.
And getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger.
Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to move it through the air. They're bringing heat. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Quarterback adapted. He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And first down for the offense.
From the gun, the running back has it. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this.
Catch in stride inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. And the Spartans look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. Got it! Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan State. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout the football.
Defense.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Finds his tight end. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
And back to the air on second down. Lets it fly deep downfield. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Smarty. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Wants to throw. It's McDuffie. This time it's complete. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Went up top on second down. That leaves him needing a yard here on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He's right on target. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
First down.
Looking to go up top on first down. Coming after him. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Going up top on first down. Scrambling away. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off.
He'll take a shot. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to... And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan State. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Just over 20 seconds to play here in the half. How aggressive can they afford to be here? They'll throw it on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Leaves it with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He'll pull it down and run. A solid pickup on the scramble and slide, but there's a flag down. Let's see what that's about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold it, open.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He's going to run it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He looks that one in nicely. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got enough space. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another 1st down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. This defense might be reeling after those last 2, and now touchdown Sparty. And the stomping has commenced. Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score. Michigan State, 51.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Fast motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might prefer a fair catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he breaks into the open. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. He's going to pass. Snags it over the middle. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll run play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to get it through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the 1st down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory.
Throws toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Throws to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll operate out a split back. On the option. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw, it's McDuffie. They're working that left side. There to make the stop, and we played 3 in this one. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Moves away as he feels pressure. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
They're trying to get to it. Buys a little time. He'll try to do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosions. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. To the ground, he's got it again. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he'll just get rid of that one.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to...
Looking deep down the right side. He got it. Touchdown, Spartan. And the punishment has been extended. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Louisville is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up 14 over Miami. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here lately.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Quarterback all over the place, trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. Touchdown, Michigan State! And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Hey, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for...
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Offense set on first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Escapes trouble. He'll throw it. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. To throw, it's McDuffie. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Looking to throw on second down. Trying to get to it. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside the 15, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Smashes through. Still running at the 40. Quarterback gets enough. Touchdown, Sparty. And the route is on. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much. But keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. Comes out throwing on first down. Touchdown, Spartans! And the beatdown has ensued. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Snap in the shotgun. Steps away to find some room. To the end zone, and it's picked off. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5 yards. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. To the air, it's McDuffie. Looking for the end zone. And he throws another interception. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.
So that's going to do